I never leaned to my own understanding. I always stayed with God's plan. My understanding might lead your own, but God never do. So in my relationship with the Taurus, she called me a cheater. And I always told her, it will be your friends that ruin this relationship because they see that you're happy. They will try to play the dictator in our relationship and will lead you to different men that mean you no good. She walked along, right along with them, and I knew everything that she was doing, but I never threw anything in her face. She just called me the cheater. And I didn't want to say things about how she cheated. So I took what she said and she threw it in my children's face, and all your father did was cheat on me. I took very care of her. I loved her more than I loved anyone I have ever been with. I embraced this woman with everything. She never wanted for nothing. She never paid no bill. I treated her like the woman she's supposed to be treated, and her friends did not like that. So they came between our relationship, but I warned her before these things would happen. The first one I was speaking of, she's Aquarius. She lied about everything. She didn't even know how to tell the truth. And if she did tell the truth, you wouldn't even believe her because she lied so much. But I did believe in her. I seen her strength. I seen if she took another path, she would be greater than the rest. But she liked to be looked down on. As y'all say, a star. She wanted to feel herself as being a star, to be noticed. Not knowing these people are looking down on you and dragging you through the mud, and you aren't allowing them to do so. This woman can do anything she chooses to do, but she chose the wrong path. So let me walk you again. Sagittarius. I was married to her. This woman was a good mother. I respected her how she treated my kids. But she was a whore. And it's not disrespectful. This is something her mother made her this way. Her mother neglected her and her sister. Threw them out because of men was looking at them. But these are the men that she brought home. So one day she called me. She was at a man's house and said she wanted to leave. So I took her in. And she went behind my back sleeping with different people. Thinking I didn't know. I never threw it in her face neither. One day 2 men was talking. And he was talking about her and her sister. And I sat there and listened. And at this time, she was my wife. I never said anything that I know on her. Never gave them no input. I just listened. I made this woman feel like a woman. She never paid no bills. She lived rent free. I gave her houses. I gave her everything she wanted. I knew her pain. I knew her hurt. But I had to learn from her too. Like I said at the beginning, God sent me to all of it. This one I'm in, I met in a gas station. I said, let me try something different. She wasn't a normal type of woman I would talk to. So I gave her my number. She called me. She came over my house. So I tried to have sex with her. She ran and didn't allow me to. I understood. But the next day she came back. And I did sleep with her. She was driving a Hyundai when I first met her. And as I spoke, God always sent me to each and every last person that had the same issues as me. She had family problems. Her mother didn't want her to be happy. Her mother was going to try to destroy her life just like her life was destroyed. But make her think this way is love. She will never have anybody good in her life as long as she got that woman in her life. I never blamed her for nothing. But I lost my son with her. She never told me how my son passed. She never allowed me to see my own child until he was crucified in the streets, laying in the hospital in a coma for months before he's woken. I had to see him the same way he came into the world. I was there every day when he came in the world, and he was in an incubator. He was premature. He left this earth the same way he came in, he told me. She didn't tell him none of the stories when he was a baby. I said, why did she tell you that? These are things you need to know. She took me to court for child support because I wouldn't take her back, but made me out to be this cruel individual that didn't want to take care of his kids and had me in these people's face belittling me. So I took it. But when my son passed, it was the funeral came up. She didn't even want me to go to the funeral. You would think I would have been beating her or treating her bad. I never treated her this way. And I never would treat anyone this way. Like I spoke, I lead by love. Love is the key to all things. It's no playing around. Love is not an animal. Love is a gentle heartbeat. It is a flow like the ocean. When you see the waves settle and very calm, it sends all beautiful melodies. But this woman was a thorn. She was scorned by her own mother and tried to score me. My son got hit by a car. She didn't even call me. I had to learn that about the incident from his uncle. It's like she treated me like some trash, like a bag you throw trash in. And I wonder why. Because I wouldn't take you back. Because I left you. Because you said you're going to do what you're going to do. And I'm sitting there watching the kids, raising the kids. I allowed you to sleep because you birthed our children. Why I stayed up and washed them, gave them a bottle. And when it came time for you to play mother, you became angry. I did not blame you. I knew you didn't know what to do. But you was operating through the hurt that your mom's was giving you. And your father had no backbone. He couldn't even stand up to this woman. This woman allowed the most evilest things to happen and to say the cruelest stuff about your own father right there in front of him. She didn't respect me because I respected her father. I didn't understand why he stayed and was going through this pain that she was given. That was not love. This woman told me she's supposed to marry another man and not this man here. And told me I can enter her room without his permission. And I said I couldn't. He's the man of the house. I will never disrespect the man. I live by honor. I walk with love. But I am not far from a punk, a chump, or whatever you call them. I stand alone all the time, and I'm not afraid of any weapons. Like I said, I walk with God, and I have no time to be afraid. Your wickedness that you dish out means nothing to me. I am always proud. I am proud to be noticed by the word of God. And I stay in plain sight. And I hide from no one. But this woman, ever since my children came and had fun, Easter, she never sent them back. Then she used the courts, testified all these lies and said she put a stay away order on me. And I never even seen her. How could you put a stay away order on a person that don't even come around you? Haven't even seen you. And then tell me if I go up to school to see my kids, she will have me locked up. For what? What have I done to you? Left? Yes, I cheated on you. I did wrong. I was messing with a woman I left. And I met you. You treated me good. But you had skeletons in your closet. You introduced me to a person that you had slept with. I knew it at the time I shook his hand. This man had no respect for you. I knew what type of kid you was in school, but I didn't shame you. I loved you and respected you. It was this police officer, where it was an undercover, in my house putting an alarm in. And he seen how she disrespected me. And then he told me, I'll lock you up and this, that, and other. And I said, you're gonna lock me up? You see her disrespecting me like I did harm to her. You see how wimpy men are? Even this punk took her side. And I ain't do nothing. He seen that she was wrong. But when he's under the same position, he will cry. I looked at him. You weak man.